It was a quiet Thursday afternoon when my phone buzzed with a message from Emma. The screen lit up with just a few words. "We're having a baby." My heart kicked against my ribs, a strange cocktail of emotions crashing into each other. Shock, confusion, a flash of fear, but also a flicker of happiness. We hadn't planned for a baby, but I loved her, and if this was where life was taking us, I was ready to stand up, take the hit, and build something beautiful out of it. I called her immediately. Her voice trembled on the other end of the line. "I didn't know how to say it to your face," she whispered. "I just found out this morning." There was something in her tone, soft, emotional, raw, that made me believe her. I told her we'd talk more once I got home. The rest of the day blurred. I couldn't focus at work. My head was spinning with images of a future I hadn't expected, but was already starting to welcome. Diapers, midnight feedings, baby showers. Maybe even a proposal. She was a woman I wanted a life with. And if this was happening sooner than planned, so be it. On my way home, I stopped by the florist and picked up a bouquet of her favorite lilies. Something delicate to match the moment. I even grabbed a tiny onesie from a boutique nearby. White cotton with Daddy's favorite stitched across the chest in soft blue. I wanted her to see I wasn't running from this. I was leaning in, but when I walked through the door, she wasn't there. I figured she must have gone to Rachel's, her best friend and her go-to place whenever emotions ran high. I waited, trying to calm my nerves, staring at the door like it would open any second. I checked my phone every few minutes, hoping for a message. Nothing. Hours passed. The lilies began to droop in my hands. Out of boredom or maybe anxiety, I opened Instagram and started scrolling. That's when everything stopped. Rachel had posted a photo of Emma, smiling beside a guy I didn't recognize. The caption read, "Congrats to the soon-to-be parents. So happy for you and Tyler." Tyler? My hands froze. My stomach turned to ice. I clicked on the guy's profile. Private, but his profile picture showed him and Emma sitting close together at some dimly lit bar. The date stamped under was just a few weeks ago. The late nights, the emotional distance, the excuses. It all snapped into place with cruel precision. I messaged Rachel. "Who's Tyler?" No reply. I called Emma. No answer. My heart was racing, my thoughts spiraling. The next morning, she finally walked through the door, looking exhausted and heavy with something she hadn't said yet. I didn't speak. I just handed her the phone and showed her the post. Her face drained of color. Then came the tears. She broke down right there, confessing everything. Tyler was someone she met through mutual friends. It had started during a rough patch between us. She swore it began as a one-time mistake, but it hadn't ended there. "I didn't think I'd get pregnant," she said through tears. "I didn't know how to tell you. I thought saying it was yours would make it easier. What she had really done was rob me of a choice I had every right to make." I couldn't look at her anymore. I told her to leave. I needed space, needed air, needed time to hold myself together when all I wanted was to fall apart. In the days that followed, I ghosted the world. No friends, no family, no messages. I deleted our photos, cleared our texts. Every second was a war between missing her and hating what she'd done. I kept asking myself, why wasn't I enough? What did he have that I didn't? Why was I so easily replaceable? Weeks passed. Rachel eventually reached out, apologizing for the post. She hadn't known I didn't know. She told me Emma had come clean to Tyler. He was stepping up now. Good for them. The woman I once imagined a future with had moved on, and I was left alone in the ruins of something I thought was real. So I turned inward. The gym became therapy. Work became distraction. I started journaling, trying to find my center again. The pain didn't vanish overnight, but it began to fade. Emma's name stopped echoing in my head. Her face lost its power to sting. One afternoon, I bumped into her at the grocery store. She was visibly pregnant, her body heavier with the life growing inside her. She smiled faintly, tried to say something. I just nodded and walked past. There was nothing left to say. I'd already said goodbye the moment I saw that Instagram post. That was when my story with her ended. I wasn't a father, but I also wasn't a fool anymore. I was free from a life built on dishonesty, free from carrying someone else's lies like they were mine to hold. And that freedom, more than anything, was the closure I never even had to ask for.